Hey guys, welcome back to another Capital Gains 500 video, and today we are going to recap what happened to the Apple stock today, especially due to the iPhone 12 announcement. How did the stock react and why did it not shoot up as anticipated, and where do I think the stock is now going to go due to today's outcome? If we go on to Webull, here is today's chart of how the stock opened and how it closed. We're going to start off with the previous day and what I thought was going to happen yesterday. I made that video yesterday, but if you did not see it, we'll just do a quick recap. And I totally thought Apple could shoot easily to 130 today, maybe just touch it and close around 127 to 130. And the reasoning behind that is because for the past couple of days, Apple was in a nice trading zone, and then it started moving upwards on Friday. Monday, it just shot up, but today it just did not hold that momentum. What I'm coming to realize is institutions were selling heavily during the event, and we're anticipating this move anyway, that they cashed out profits instead of helping push up the stock because no one was buying enough shares to keep pushing the stock price up. If we draw our support and resistance lines, we have great support and resistance right here in the zone between 124 and 125. And like I said yesterday, I thought we had a nice wedge due to the last minutes of intraday trading. And today in the morning, pre-market, the stock shot up all the way to 27. It looked very good for people. If this could have held, people would have been super in the green if they would have had call options or bought shares, and we're already making a few percentage points. This would be 1 to 2 almost. But unfortunately, right as the day was the market kickoff for the public was going to open, the stock started dropping slowly, and surely people had sell orders in the morning, causing the stock to fall very quickly, very rapidly. Since I had no idea where the direction was going to go, it could have easily shot down and shot up. Apple's done that before. I did not want to take a position. I just had my levels, and here on the side are my levels from yesterday of where I thought it was going to go. I wanted to have a good call entry point at 125. If I was to get in a call at any point in the day at 125 going to 126, 127, my stop loss was around 124.75. For example, this line, because it's a pretty good line due to this little zone in the pre-market and yesterday's top. So that's where I found a nice stop loss in case it just fell off 125 and I was in a position. But like I was saying, it quickly sold off in the morning. And here I was just like, will it bounce back? So I took a quick play in the morning in this little zone, being very cautious though, because at the same time, what do we have here? We have a bear flag. So I was scared, but I was willing to take the risk. I was willing to take a 10% risk loss in case Apple did dump more. But I saw that the momentum was more potent than another fall, and surely it did. But I got faked out. I will say I got faked out because you know, it just got to me. I will say I lost $25 with my stop loss. I entered with a call position, and I believe I purchased it at 290 and I sold it for 200, a little bit under 270, for a loss of a little bit over $20 because of quick high volatility movement. My stop loss was triggered, so I was out of the play. But at the same time, I was like, well, I guess, you know, if it was meant to be, it was meant to be. That's why I put a very tight stop loss. If I entered around here, anticipating a bounce, as you can see, this one wick got me faked out, but I'm okay as long as, like, whoa, it didn't dump even more. But surely enough, if I would have entered maybe a couple minutes later, let's say 20 minutes, I could have rode a nice up wave, and then there was a nice wedge forming momentum that, okay, the stock wants to rebound just slowly, and it surely did. After 7 a.m. here in the Pacific time, the stock went from 123 all the way to 124.75, a little bit under here, which was, remember, that was going to be my initial stop loss. So even if I would have been able to enter right here, I would have been looking to take profits right there. Got faked out, and then I just was not trading Apple no more. I called it a day because in my personal trading system. If things are not going my way, I don't want to force any trades just because I could just to make money. Like, that's not the purpose of trading. The purpose of trading is to be in great setups. Here was a good setup, in my opinion, just because I was anticipating a quick V-shaped recovery, just like the economy, right guys? A quick bounce. It's happened before. It's possible, but I got stopped out. I have no problem losing $25. A 10% stop loss, way better than, okay, so way better than once Apple got momentum in the day, right? So people are like, whoa, okay, we're going up, let's get calls. And the event of the iPhone was at 10 o'clock. So I'm pretty sure this was really good momentum going into the event. But unfortunately, after that, the stock started declining, and maybe to a lot of people this is the dip buying opportunity. As you can see, if they start using these levels as support and resistance, right here was another good support, but it broke it. Here was another good support, but it broke it, and it broke our the first support of the day once again. So this showed bad signs, bad juju. Event starts, so much volume picks up, huge swing up, and then a swing down. And after that, like I said, I was not trading because it was not going to my way. Right now, it's so easy to tell you guys what happened. Instead of a quick bear flag here, it was a rising wedge and it fell. Event started, lots of trading volume popped up, popped down. That's what if only this pop up would have happened right here, I would have made some money, gone home, secured some profit. I would have been really happy. But it is what it is. That's what happened. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people who were like, the event's starting, come on, let's get on the call side. I do know that's what tends to happen with a lot of people, but the institutions, the sellers were super strong, the bears were in control, and ultimately they took the stock down the whole day, essentially losing yesterday's gains. And like yesterday was an amazing day, today was a bombshell of a day. It just crushed. Like, a lot of people got crushed by these swings up and down. So whether they were starting to play puts and it quickly jumped up, or they were playing calls because they saw momentum and it quickly dumped again. So that's why I only like to do a trade if I feel confident. Like, this was in my opinion, a little YOLO play that I did because I was really hoping for that bounce. Like, as you can see, that bounce right here, but I was not in any shape in a position to trade anymore in Apple because things were not going in my way. I was really hoping for a nice support of 125, pushing up to 126, and at least breaking even, at least making the high of pre-market of 127. That would have been very ideal. But remember, in trading, there is no ideal. It's just what the market is going to give you. And unfortunately, it did not give me what I wanted, clean setups to make profit. It really faked out a lot of people, and this was to be expected, in my opinion. The reason for that, so much hype was built up coming up to the event. The event started, we all knew what was going to be announced: iPhone 12, this and this, iPhone mini, all that. So there was really, in hindsight, nothing special. What if during the keynote they would have thrown a curveball and been like, and iPhone 11, we sold 100 billion iPhones, we expect to sell 200 million iPhone 12s. Like, some statistic like that, where it's revenue fundamentally backed instead of just a product launch. I'm pretty sure that could have helped. But Apple's job is not to take care of their not monitor their stock. Their job is to make great products, and the stock will follow, which it has, because even though it's 121, remember, we just had a split. So essentially, this stock right now, before the split, we're looking at a almost $600 stock, but because of the split, we're now at 121. Not bad. If you're a long-term hold investor, you must be happy, because you can, if you get a paycheck on Friday and you're like, I'm gonna buy more Apple stock, iPhone 12 just got announced, Apple stock dipped. Buy the dip. I don't know, if that's your philosophy, if that's your strategy, great. Moving forward, where do I think this is gonna go? I actually am now turning a little bit bearish. We have a lot of critical levels that we are hitting. huge resistance. So I wouldn't be surprised for my biggest thing, which would be ideal for a lot of people, is just for Apple to trade a little bit sideways, find some momentum, maybe start swinging up and down in this range before it takes off. Hopefully that would be ideal for a lot of people, so we can start making quick gains once again. A couple of days trading in this zone before it takes off. Remember, we're close to the 130 of Apple, which is right here, but the all-time high is 138. And once again, in my video yesterday, I said for us to break an all-time high, we're gonna need to be backed up by the company with a great earnings, in my opinion. I still do see a cup and handle, so maybe that's the start of it. You know, we never know. That's why I'm like, a nice trading zone might give us some time before we could take off like a rocket ship. But overall, guys, let me know what in the comments down below. Did you trade Apple today during the event? Are you a long-term investor? Are you excited that it went down so it could give you an opportunity to keep stocking up in your portfolio in shares? Are you a day trader? Let me know. Going forward, okay, what levels? I'm just gonna, I don't want to give levels. I'm just gonna be like, I like this zone. I think this is a very healthy zone for Apple to be in the next couple of days, even until the end of November, before we, you know, maybe the market will get more funny money pumped into it or something, helping stocks to just keep going up. Or, you know, again, watch critical levels. I think if Apple breaks 120 right here, this does look like a very critical level. As you can see, this wasn't really a gap up. It went super up over pre-market, aftermarket trading, but there is that, it does look like a gap. I know. But if we do lose 120, we are in critical danger of going lower, so be careful for that. 120 looks like a very critical high, hard support resistance line that I'd be watching out. I'd be careful when trading around this zone. But if we're jumping up and down here, it totally depends on you. I'm not gonna baby all the little support and resistance. If you want to learn how to do that, subscribe to the channel. I will be posting videos. If you like this recap of Apple stock and to try to get an idea of what the heck happened, like why did Apple stock go down? Well, in my opinion, the main thing was the institutions sold people on the hype, and they're cashing out before they figure out their next move and let people squander and be upset. The obvious was, it's gonna go up. Everybody wants a stock to go up, and when people buy calls, you know, the other side who is selling you the call is the one taking your money. I know it's I'm not gonna go into great detail of the whole process of options trading, but essentially there's so much money there that it was in the best interest of institutions to force the stock to drop so they would not have to fulfill orders on their options and have people get crushed on their options, so that way the premiums that buyers paid in order to have the option gets crushed and essentially become worthless, and the collectors of the premium, the receivers, most likely institutions, you know, they take a huge payday today by dumping the stock, just selling and selling and selling very heavily. So much volume today. What a crazy day. Where will we go next? Again, stick to the channel. I'll try to do my best to bring you guys, you know, and updates on critical levels and updates when I think it's very important. If you want me to do it daily, you know, I could probably do it daily, but, you know, I need you guys to subscribe and let me know down in the comments. So with that, I am out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Be careful trading. All of this was in my opinion. Investing is very difficult and risky and should be done at your own tolerance. I am not responsible for anything. All of this is my opinion. The way I trade is due to my own personal style, not recommendations, and also telling you guys what happened with me. I lost 10%. I lost $25 when if only I could wait a little bit more, I could have made $100. Rip. It's okay. But guys, love you guys. Love you. Okay, bye.
Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA, go SpaceX, Godspeed, bottom dog.
Godspeed indeed.
Vehicle pitching downrange.